Hey, Coin folk, welcome back. Got our boxes for the week. Picked them up today. And in picking them up, I might have found out at least a little hint as to why some of the boxes have been pretty rough here lately. Some bozo that orders from this bank, apparently he's been picking the boxes up, going through them, and then bringing them back to the same bank. Like, you're killing us, man. Like, take them somewhere else. You need to get them to a different provider. Freaking searching through his duds for who knows how long. A bunch circulated. Don't really see any newer stuff. Unfortunately, no silver. And looks like about the same here. All circulated. Not one newer ender in either box. So hopefully that's a good sign. We should at least have some stuff to look through. So let's go find out what we got. I'll be back. So this should be better, huh? Hopefully. We got out of box one here. We got two enders. Got a reverse facing one there. Got a 1967. And then out of box two, just one ender. This guy here. And then we got one out of both boxes. This is the heaviest roll. 226.88. So hopefully a 90 in there. But I've literally opened rolls that heavy that didn't even have a 40 in it though. So no guarantee. But we'll open both sets at the beginning of each box. But I'm not going to do either right now because what I'm going to do is drive back to the bank and pick up the other two boxes from that bozo who orders and drops off at the same bank because he decided to not pick his boxes up this week. So I'm going to go grab them. So I'll be back. Peace. All right, so we're back here. Got our two boxes. We went and picked up other two boxes over there that was left at the bank by our other hunter. Hopefully they will be good as well. But for now, we're just going to jump into these two. Probably do a separate video for those ones. We're going to start with our box. One definite ender and one pretty certain ender. Do these first. There was a couple in the box that was a little heavy, but nothing like crazy heavy. So, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Looks like just the one. A lot of dirty coins in here, though. So we got our 67 to start us off. That one we knew. That one was facing. Make sure I'm not missing anything in here. Doesn't sound like it. We'll set that off to the side for a moment. Oh, I already grabbed it out of the box. This one, I'm pretty sure is a 40, but we shall find out in just a moment. Man, these coins are filthy. She is a 1966. So we will gladly take that. Didn't look like. No, I'm not hearing anything else in there. So, got two at least. We know we got at least one in the other box. So, that's a good start to the week. Let's jump in, see what else we get. Of course, we'll run through these looking for areas of varieties. For anything in there, I'll come back. If not, we will keep on plugging through the box, and I will be back as soon as we got some more good stuff. All right, folks. Let's go. Back on roll 6 here. I missed it by the edge, but caught it on the shuffle. I guess it stands out better on camera, but did not stand out to my eye. But we got another 40%er out of roll 6, 1967. Pretty sweet. We'll take it. She's ugly, but she's pretty. So let's go. I'll be back. On roll 10 here, we got an 83 Philly under the scope. It's pretty well circulated, but you can see kind of the color difference here. And then that washed out part of the E, I'm assuming that's just kind of a grease stripe. Or maybe, I guess it could be like a clogged eye maybe, but pretty weird looking, just kind of a chunk of the E missing off. Like it shows up in different light, but it's just kind of not really there. I don't know. Pretty cool. We used to find a ton of stuff on 83, but I feel like I pulled them all out. I haven't found a Clash on one in forever, so we'll take it, a little bit of something. So, and keep on moving, see what else we get. Back on roll 12 here. It looks like we got ourselves a 40 right kind of in the middle of the roll. Right here. We do. 1969. And we'll make sure there's nothing else. Nah, it doesn't look like anything else down there at the end. So we'll take it. Another 990. 40 on the board. 4 out of the box so far. And only on roll 12. Let's go. Back on roll 18 here. We might have another 40 right here. Definitely a darker edge. But we've been tricked before. That looks 40. Oh yeah. 1968. She's filthy. Almost every coin in this box has been. It's been wild. Like I've gotten so used to searching through, anywhere from 20 to 50% of the box being newer. But this one's been tough picking them out by the edge, just because the whole box has been pretty filthy, but we'll take it and we'll keep on moving. See what else we get. Let's go. Back on roll 21 here. We finally got an edge that really stands out for us, making her nice and easy to spot. Another 1967. By far the best condition one we've pulled out of the box so far, but they're all silver, so we'll gladly take each and every single one of them and keep on rolling. And we'll be back. If not sooner, we'll do a little half box wrap up. So I will see you there shortly. So roll 25 gave us a few finds here. We had a bicentennial with a counter stamp 70 on it. Not sure why, but it's there. So unfortunately it's got a little bit of wrap machine damage on it as well. And then we have this 83. Got a little bit of a strike through down. You can see through kind of like the O through the A of dollar. And it kind of comes up into the field a little bit up towards the tail of the eagle. It's in pretty decent shape for an 83, but I guess we can kind of throw it on the scope here and see what we're looking at. Kind of see it a little bit running up in there, but then you can see it real well, like I said, down kind of in the middle part of dollar there. Kind of cool little look to it. So we had those and our 6 little pieces of silver out of the first half of the box. So kind of what I would expect for 2 enders out of a box for halfway through, about 6. So usually 6 to 7 in that ballpark for an ender, seems like. So we'll take it and keep on moving in the second half and see how much of this stuff we can find, and hopefully some more of this kind of stuff as well. So let's go find out. Well, first roll of the second half of the box. We might have 2. Looks like we got one right here. Was that 4 or 5 from the end? And then possibly down here. That one might just be filthy edge. Let's jump in here first. 68. Again, an ugly one, but it's silver. And then what are we looking at here? This one, I think. Nope. Unless I grabbed the wrong one. Nope, that's it. Maybe I should start setting up the tripod sometimes, but we got there eventually. 1 silver out of the rolls, and if I screw something up, I'll let you know and we'll come back. But for now, we'll keep on moving. Back on roll 36 here, we might have another right there. It looks at the part, but Could it be a filthy coin? Oh no, she's selling. And she's on the floor. Not the floor, but you know. 1965. First of those, I believe, out of the box. I'll gladly take it. Starting to think the second half of the box wasn't going to give us a whole lot. We had one that first roll, and this is the next one we got. Almost halfway through the second half, so we'll see if we pick up a little bit. If not, that's okay, because we've done fairly well so far, so we'll take it. So let's keep on moving. Back on roll 41 here, and I peeked on this one because I wasn't sure, but this one here looked the part, and she was. I haven't seen a date yet, but I saw the back. We knew that was silver, and another toned up 66. Take it for sure. Coming down, 9 rolls ago, so at least we're finding a few in the second half here. Hopefully we got a few more in there, so let's go find out. Back on roll 46 here, and we found plenty of Hold Kennedys in the past, but it's the first one I've ever found with 2 holes in it, I think. Pretty sure anyways. Kind of see there, I didn't know at first if there was actually holes all the way through or just somebody started on it, but they got them all the way through there for whatever reason. I don't know why, but they're there. Might have even been no F. Nah, I could see a G there, I think. I was going to say that would have been a bummer if it was no FG, but it's fine, I guess. So VMC, got one coming your way. Jump back in, last 4 rolls, let's go. Well, that's a wrap on box 1 here. Pretty good box. Had our 1 whole coin, 1 counter stamp, 183 with a little bit of strike through down there, around $1. And then our silvers, total of 9 of them. Had almost the whole run, 165, a couple 66s, 3 67s, 2 68s, and 169. That's crooked for some reason. There we go. Alright, we're going to get set up, move on to box number 2. Probably open those first 2 rolls live, and then we'll go from there. So I'll be right back. Alright, here we go. Set up, ready to get into box 2. Got our 2 rolls. We're just going to open up front. I think we'll save the ender just in case this one disappoints us, but hopefully it doesn't at that way. But you never know. You never know. Oh, that definitely does not disappoint. Almost had an ender. Looks awfully 90. Oh, she is for sure. We got a Benji. A 1963. Looks like a Philly. Oh, I guess I don't know if any of that was on camera. Hopefully it was. If it wasn't, I'm sorry. But that's what we got. We'll definitely take that. I didn't see anything else in the roll. Nope. No silver anyways. Doesn't mean there couldn't be something in there, but now for the known entity. Looks like we might have 2. Got our ender here. 67. And I don't know, we might have 3. This one here and this one here both look kind of halfway there. For sure, a 68. I'm liking this box already. And what do we got here? No, that one wasn't even close. I don't know why that. Look at that edge. And then it just turns blast orange on the other side. Oh well. I'm not going to complain about a little silver sandwich. Especially following a 90, not chasing a 90, I guess. But we will gladly take that. Off to a fantastic start on this box. Plenty to go. So hopefully we'll find some more of this stuff. But let's jump in and find out. So this is quickly rounding into one of my favorite boxes already. If you know varieties, you probably know already just by that little nub there under the middle part of the 3. Got a 73 DDO FS 101. Doubling all throughout pretty much. Date, motto. Doesn't stand out as much on God. Stands out really well on trust. See, pretty nice spread throughout. The craziest part is that S, at least in my opinion, anyways. And it's also kind of throughout Liberty as well. It's a little circulated, so it doesn't show quite as well as it would on an uncirculated example, but it is the first I've ever found, so I will gladly take it. Been on the hunt for this boy for a long, long time. Hunted thousands and thousands of halves. Didn't think I was ever going to find one, but we did. That is fantastic. Bucket lister, 90 and 240s. And this was out of the first roll, like the remainder of the first roll. So I'd say we're off to a pretty good start on this box. So hopefully we keep it up, see what else we can find. So let's go get it. Well, it's not as exciting as our other finds, but we made it all the way to roll 6 of box 2 before we found our first NIFC of the hunt, 2010 out of Philly. Just figured I'd share the first one. If we get any others, we'll just stack them up and wrap them up at the end. But for now, we're jumping back in. Well, for 2 boxes in a row, we got kind of an oddball strike through. You can see kind of right out in front of Kennedy's chin, out all the way in the field, almost to the rim. That kind of pebbly kind of look. Some kind of strike through, probably just grease, I'm assuming, but kind of cool. Again, it'd been better to find it, fresh and uncirculated, but it still shows up pretty well, so pretty cool little find. We'll take it. Box is slowed, unfortunately, but still holding out hope that there's a little bit else in there, so let's go see. Back on roll 19 here, got a little bit of that good stuff right there in the middle. Let's see what we got. 1967. A little toned up and crusty, but not in terrible shape. We will gladly take it. Just happy to find a little bit of something. After them first couple rolls, we weren't kind of dead, so at least we got some hope going through the rest of the box. So let's go. Well, we may have spoken it into existence here. We got 1983 under the scope out of roll 21. And we got a clash. You can see up under the bust line there. Shows up underneath his chin, out in front of his lips. All the way up, a little bit out on the nose, bridge of his nose. Not like super clashed up, but I haven't even looked at the reverse yet. I don't know if we got anything back here or not. Not seeing anything sticking out. But we'll take it. A little bit of a clash. Even if it's not in the best of shape. We had been finding them like constantly and then kind of dried up. So we'll take another one. And keep on jumping into the box. See what else it holds. Let's go. So we wrapped up first half of box 2 here. We had 2 NIFCs along the way. 2011 out of Philly and 2006 out of Philly, which is the satin finish. So that's kind of a cool little find. We'll take that. So we're going to move on to the second half of the box and see what kind of goodies this got in there for us. So I'll be back as soon as we can find that first one. Well, the second half of box 2 unexpectedly went ice cold and absolutely nothing out of it. Not a thing. But we can't complain. Out of the box, we had 4 pieces of silver, including 190. giving us a total of, 12 40s and 190 for the hunt. We also had our 3 NIFCs, including the one satin finish here, the 2006. We had our 81 with a little strike through kind of out in front of his face. It looks like he's puking. 1983 with a nice little clash on it. And my favorite of the hunt, just because I've been looking for it forever. And this first I've ever found, 73 DDO number 1, FS101. Pretty sweet little find. I will gladly put that in the collection. I think I'm down to, I need to find a better 72 DDO, but I still haven't found the 77. Found the 74. I found one of the 71s. I can't remember which one it is off the top of my head, but anyways, sweet find. Been looking for it forever, so we'll be looking forward to the next hunt too, with the next couple boxes. Hopefully some more of this kind of stuff in there. And like I said, that'll be a separate video though. So, and I think I'm probably gonna have something in between because I'll probably end up doing those a little bit later. Got some other stuff I want to look at real quick. Got a couple PCGS submissions that have come back, so we're finally ready to look at some error coins in those. So definitely been waiting on those for a while. So nice little pile of silver. I gotta grab the mug. I did it again. All right, hold on. Be right back. All right, here we go. We're back. We got our mug. Took off our little silver find. Add them in. Slowly filling up. I like the look of that. Got a little 90 in there this time. Even better. Sweet. We'll take it. We need about a little more than halfway there on the mug, it looks like. So hopefully we can get the rest of the way there as we finish up the year, but we'll see. All right, folks. Thanks for stopping in. Pretty darn fun hunt. I'll gladly do one of those every week. But unfortunately, they don't always happen like that. So, but we'll take it. All right, folks. Peace.